Have you ever heard of a battle that didn't just win a war, but shaped the destiny of an entire continent? A story so powerful it continues to inspire people over a century later. Today, we're diving deep into the Battle of Adwa, an event that's more than just a date in a history book. It's a living symbol of freedom, unity, and resilience that resonates with generations, especially today. So let's set the scene. It's the late 19th century, the height of the scramble for Africa. European powers are carving up the continent, imposing their will on ancient kingdoms and cultures. Nearly all of Africa was falling under colonial rule, but there was one nation, a beacon of independence, that refused to bow down. Ethiopia. Italy, a relatively new European power, had its eyes set on creating a grand empire. They saw Ethiopia as a prime target. They had already established a colony in Eritrea and were looking to expand. Through a bit of diplomatic trickery, they tried to claim Ethiopia as a protectorate using a controversial document called the Treaty of Huacho. The Amharic version of the treaty said one thing, but the Italian version said something else entirely, basically tricking Ethiopia into surrendering its sovereignty. When Emperor Menelik II discovered this deception, he was furious. He famously declared, "Ethiopia has need of no one. She stretches out her hands unto God." He rejected the treaty and began preparing for the inevitable conflict. This wasn't just a king's decision. It was a national call to action, and this is where the story gets truly incredible. What happened next was a mobilization on a scale rarely seen. Emperor Menelik II and his brilliant wife, Empress Tebetubetl, rallied the nation. A call went out across the vast mountainous empire. From every region, every ethnic group, people answered. Farmers, herders, artisans, they all put down their tools and picked up their weapons. Rulers from Tigray, Gojam Wallo, and the south, who had their own regional interests, put aside their differences to face a common enemy. Think about that for a moment. In an era before modern communication, a nation of diverse peoples, languages, and traditions united under one cause, to defend their freedom. It was a testament to a shared identity that ran deeper than any regional politics. Empress Tebetubetl herself was a master strategist and a fierce leader, personally commanding a force of her own and playing a crucial role in the planning and execution of the war. She wasn't just a background figure. She was on the front lines of leadership. The Italian forces, led by General Oreste Baratieri, were overconfident. They had superior modern weaponry, machine guns, and artillery. They underestimated the Ethiopians, viewing them as a disorganized, poorly equipped army that would be easily defeated. They couldn't have been more wrong. On March 1, 1896, near the town of Adwa in the northern highlands of Ethiopia, the two armies met. The Ethiopian forces, numbering around 100,000, used their knowledge of the treacherous terrain to their advantage. They lured the Italian army, which was much smaller, into a series of valleys and mountains, where their technological superiority was neutralized. The battle was fierce and decisive. The Ethiopians fought with a passion and courage that stunned the Italians, led by brilliant generals like Ras Alila, Ras Makanan, and Ras Mengisha. The Ethiopian soldiers overwhelmed the Italian columns one by one. By the end of the day, it was a resounding victory for Ethiopia. Italy had suffered a humiliating defeat, a shock that reverberated across the entire world. This wasn't just a military victory. It was a monumental moment in world history. For the first time, a non-European nation had decisively defeated a modern European army in open battle. Adwa sent a clear message. Africa was not a continent to be simply taken. It had people willing to fight and die for their sovereignty. So how does a battle that happened over 125 years ago still inspire people today? The legacy of Adwa is immense and multifaceted. First and foremost, Adwa is a powerful symbol of black freedom and resistance. In the years following the battle, the story of Adwa spread like wildfire. It became a source of immense pride and inspiration for black people around the globe, from the Caribbean to the United States. It was proof that colonialism was not an invincible force. Leaders of the Pan-African movement, like W.E.B. Du Bois and Marcus Garvey, frequently cited Adwa as a pivotal event that fueled the fight for decolonization and civil rights. It showed that self-determination was not a dream, but an achievable reality. For Ethiopians, Adwa is the cornerstone of their national identity. It's a day of celebration, a reminder of what they can achieve when they are united every year. On March 1st, the country erupts in patriotic fervor. People gather, sing songs, and reenact the battle. It is a day to remember the sacrifices of their ancestors and to reflect on the meaning of true independence. This victory preserved Ethiopia's unique culture, its ancient Orthodox Christian traditions, and its JavaScript treasures that might have been lost under colonial rule. But the most relevant lesson of Adwa for today's generation, both in Ethiopia and around the world, is the power of unity. The victory at Adwa was only possible because people from different ethnic and regional backgrounds came together for a common cause. They put their shared identity as Ethiopians above their internal divisions. In a world that often feels fractured by political, ethnic, and social divides, the spirit of Adwa offers a powerful blueprint for progress. It teaches us that our common humanity and shared goals are far more powerful than the things that set us apart. When a nation faces external threats or internal challenges, be it poverty, social injustice, or political instability, the unity demonstrated at Adwa is the key to overcoming them. This lesson is particularly poignant for young Ethiopians today. The country has faced significant internal challenges in recent years. The memory of Adwa serves as a constant reminder that their greatest strength lies in their ability to unite. It encourages a new generation of leaders, activists, and ordinary citizens to work together, to engage in dialogue, and to build a peaceful and prosperous future based on mutual respect and a shared destiny. Furthermore, Adwa inspires a sense of self-reliance and innovation. The Ethiopians didn't win with borrowed power. They won by using their own strengths, their knowledge of the land, their strategic brilliance, and their unbreakable spirit. In today's globalized world, this is a vital message. It encourages young entrepreneurs, scientists, and artists to believe in their own abilities and to find innovative solutions to their own problems rather than simply relying on outside help. It's about building a future on your own terms. The legacy of Empress Tebettel also provides a powerful source of inspiration for women and girls. She was not a passive observer. She was a decisive leader, a military strategist, and a diplomat. Her example shatters stereotypes and shows that women have always been at the forefront of history, leading nations and fighting for freedom. Her story empowers young women today to take on leadership roles and to be architects of their own futures. So, the victory at Adwa is not just a historical event. It's a living, breathing story that continues to unfold. It is a symbol of what is possible when people stand together for a cause they believe in. It's a lesson in courage, a testament to the power of unity, and a beacon of hope for anyone fighting for freedom and dignity. The next time you hear the name Adwa, remember it's more than just a battle. It's the story of a nation that dared to be free, a people who united against all odds, and a victory that continues to inspire the fight for a better world, one generation at a time. The spirit of Adwa is a reminder that even in the face of overwhelming challenges, unity and courage can change the course of history. Thanks for watching. If you found this story as inspiring as I do, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video. Let's keep the spirit of Adwa alive. See you in the next one.